And what's going on, guys? It's your favorite dragon here, KSDTV, and today I got something nice for you. Also, wait, you like the new color of the lamp? I've been changing it up. Now, if you don't know about this lamp, you should probably watch my last video. It's a tech video. Desk setup. I'll probably have it pop up right here. I think. Wait, here. Yeah, it's over there. So today's video, guys, is Amazon New World. Now, I haven't covered this game in quite some time. It's been almost 5 or 6 months or so. I've made a lot of content based on this amazing game that is probably one of the most hypest games of the year, along the lines of Blue Protocol, Sword of Legends Online. A lot of games dropping. But in today's video, they gave us something to hold us over until August 31st, 2021. Now, I do want to make note for a lot of people who are new to the whole Amazon New World. Oh, not really new. For some of my veterans to know about this. If you already bought or pre-ordered or somehow before in the past, which I've been hearing about a lot, I didn't know this was a thing. But if you somehow in the past, you got it for free when they first gave it to you guys, something like that, you would still be able to get into the new closed beta that's dropping July. It's almost like history's repeating itself, right? Because remember, there was a closed beta, closed alpha test last year around July-ish, way before it was supposed to drop back in August, as it said. But remember, the game got pushed like 4 different times. So timelines is a little wishy-washy. I don't want to hold you guys for too long. Definitely stay to the end of the video for an announcement. But let's jump right into the full official trailer for Amazon New World games. Let's do it.
What is Eternum? The substance of legends.
The game looks so beautiful. Oh my god.
Pulse of adventure. The glory of triumph. Eternum is life eternal. And death incarnate.
Oh my god. Hold on. Time out. Oh my god, this is cold. I like this. I'm getting little goosebumps from watching. Oh my god. All right. First off, I want to tell you guys right now, this trailer already, we're only 38 seconds in. This trailer, by God, it is so much better than the first initial trailer we got a year ago. Like, I can definitely tell you bro, Amazon New World been working their ass off. Let's get to it. Oh, is it like the Castle Siege? Got a little bit of gameplay of that.
What is Eternum?
Oh.
The fires of destruction.
So we're getting a look at some of the dungeons, the expeditions that they're dropping.
Eternum is the truth behind nightmares. What is Eternum? That depends on you.
Oh. August 31st, 2021, you can now pre-order it. Now, what I was reiterating back beforehand, guys, is when I was first initially talking about it, is that on Twitter today, Amazon New World did say that there will, anybody who did pre-order it prior beforehand, or anybody that got it originally and was already a part of the closed beta, they already basically spent their money. You do not have to pre-order the game. They're going to automatically give it to you because you're technically in the Amazon system. When you first initially signed up, you first initially spent your money, you're already in the system, so you're going to automatically already get it. Similar to like how if you already have the game, you're kind of already in the closed alpha, etc., etc. But so far, I've just by the initial, this trailer by far was better, way 10 times better than the one we received last year. And then it actually gives more of a hyped version of like explaining what Eternum is, except like, So good, so good. So next, what we have, just to wrap up the video, just to get a little bit more hype towards August 31st, IGN or Amazon New World just dropped another thing, basically giving us more of an insight on expeditions. So IGN had got, of course, hands-on gameplay of it, so we're going to react to them. It's about 4 minutes long, so let's just jump right into it.
One of the best parts of any great MMORPG is its dungeons, and it sounds like Amazon Game Studios' New World is bringing those in droves when it releases this August, launching with 6 whole dungeons called Expeditions that range from mid-level to endgame content. The very first one you'll get to visit is Amrine Excavation, which is immediately easy to pick up and fight through with a team, minus a highly challenging boss sequence towards the end that can sneak up on you if you're not prepared for it.
Sweet, so we get 6, I heard him say?
But it's pretty
off rip.
If you aren't already engaged with New World's overarching storyline, which if you're not all caught up, takes place in the high fantasy world of Aeternum. It's host to an ongoing war between players and something called the Corruption, a malevolent force that seeks to, well, corrupt everything in its path. The first expedition unlocks when you're level 25. And because of that low-level gate, things are kept pretty simple here. As you work your way through a linear corridor with your party, fighting monsters and collecting loot as you go, then eventually spreading out and fighting tougher monsters for even better loot. The dungeon itself looks pretty run-of-the-mill, featuring mostly standard grades and browns without much else to flavor it. And without much extra context, the monsters you fight inside of Amrine Excavation just seem like regular.
Interesting. So immediately as soon as you start off, 25 is going to be the, well, I'd say the first initial cap. It's not as in level cap, as in like, in order to do this specific dungeon, you need to be at least level 25. So, of course, burning through story mode, burning through the outpost, knocking out your side quests, and you'll probably get to level 25 very quickly. I don't know how well they're going to change over, because, of course, a lot of things are subject to change. I don't know how easy or how hard it is going to be able to level up, since it seems as in this first exact dungeon, you can only be level 25 to do it. So it might be a little steep gap between how fast you can level up your characters.
Zombies, with a few extra tricks that I'll get into in a few moments.
Yeah, fold it.
How eloquently the lights shine off of these cavern walls. This is made possible by Amazon's Lumberyard engine, and it's especially noticeable if you're coming in from older MMOs like Final Fantasy XIV and Elder Scrolls Online. Balancing combat since the previous demo builds has been a major focus for the New World team. And this time around, we were given a level 30 character with a ton of different weapon types to try out. We didn't get the time to try anything close to the full gamut of what was offered, but we did give a good crack at a heavy armor set, paired with a massive warhammer, a rapier, and a longsword plus shield combo. As opposed to previous demos, we were also only allowed to quick swap between 2 weapons instead of 3, and it sounds like that will be the norm going forward. The speed of combat was
I figured as much
here, especially given that the enemies moved quickly, and the flow of battle was determined by how apt each teammate was at blocking and dodging the oncoming attacks. Enemies dance around you, sidestepping and countering your attacks with they're significantly more
so it's one of those, it goes back to the fact of like you can't spam, and I can see that Amazon put that in there on purpose, because I believe there is a PvP side of this, that you have your castle sieges. So it's one of those, you can't spam your attacks, and that they can easily be punished if you were to spam your attacks, even by other players and by the enemies.
Here than they are in other MMOs, rarely staying in one place long enough for you to get consecutive attacks on them, and as a result, this makes everything feel much more action.
Yo, they're whooping his head.
The most action-focused MMO we've seen in a long time. That's decidedly a true MMORPG and not a live service game or looter shooter like Destiny 2. With only 3
dang, you didn't have to shout them out like that.
And no class abilities or spells, the lean simplicity of New World may turn off some MMORPG purists who prefer the usual amount of tactical freedom. At the end of our test run, we hit a hard stop when the boss Foreman Nakashima wiped the party several times in a row.
Oh, here we go.
Fighting him was similar to fighting a bullet hell boss, as he summoned swarms of his ghost buddies across the battlefield in rows, leaving just enough space to dodge the attack if you timed it perfectly. We couldn't pick it up before our time was done, so we never quite got to that big box of loot that was promised to us at the end of Amrine Excavation.
Wow.
How the rest of New World looks at this stage, we're not quite sure. We weren't allowed to peek at anything outside of the dungeon this time around. But if our past impressions and the developers' comments are accurate, New World will provide plenty of quality hours across its large world, especially given that it promises massive 20 versus 20 player PvPvE battles.
Now that's going to be the other thing that's going to probably really set the scene for New World. It might be PvP heavily based, especially later in game. Now they did say we get 6 or 8 dungeons right off the start without any DLCs. So there's definitely room for both type of players, people who love PvP and people who love just doing PvE. But there are only 6, so that can only get you so far. Depending on how scattered the 6 are, you might have to be max level, you might get to be level 80, but it all depends on how well Amazon's going to do the leveling system. Now, of course, what we've seen in the closed beta and alpha is that could be subject to change, as in we still have all the way up until August before everything's fully like, okay, this is it. The game is ready to be launched. But they might just stick with what we have now, so hey, we'll see when the game drops. Don't forget, August 31st.
Battles, territory control, endgame dungeon crawls, rare material hunts, and much more. For more on New World, don't...
Alright, so we're going to stop it there. One thing I want to say, thank you guys for definitely watching the video. It helps out a lot. It definitely does help out a lot. Just like it up as much as you can. If you're excited for Amazon New World, like the video, share it to your friends, show everybody, be hyped. Don't forget, if you haven't pre-ordered, you can right now. You have up until August. Pre-order, I think it's about maybe 50 or 60 bucks last time I remember. I already have it pre-ordered, so I would definitely be there day one live streaming it. Oh wait, speaking of which, quick announcement, because this is like a two-parter here. Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis first ever closed beta test starts in the next 3 days, May 14th. I will be live streaming it later that night around 9 or so, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 or 10 or so. I would tweet you guys about what time period I'll be able to hop online for that. But definitely, I'll be live streaming, so definitely go to the new Twitch channel, twitch.tv, chaosdtv. Yes, I haven't changed the name yet to Chaotic Inc. as what you guys see now, but I eventually work on that. Other than that, quick announcement. Thank you guys for watching the video. It means a lot. And as always, it's been your boy, chaosdtv, signing out. Peace.
Can never make a penny. I ain't rapping for clout. I know the fame is empty, and it's a dangerous perk. Can make a hater friendly, but if the shine come with an opportunity, it's whatever. I'ma win. Gotta do what I gotta do. If the ambition open doors, I'm gon' stop. Already know I'm the man. Don't need no props. The ambition that I got make the hoes watch. Ambition open doors, breaking those locks. If ambition open doors, I'm gon' quit. I fell in love with the